Real deal. What's the word, man? I'm back with another real deal video, and today I got a special real deal video for y'all. So, look, if y'all don't know who I'm Real Deal Q. If y'all don't know who I am, man, y'all can type Real Deal Q in any social media platform and go ahead and get to know me. You know what I'm saying? Get to know, but join the gang, join the family. You know what I'm saying? And today I got a special real deal video for y'all, man. So apparently this is Boston biggest street gang. They shot a nigga 64 times. Apparently, I don't know. We gonna tap into it and we gonna see. Please tell me stop cursing, bro. I'm not gonna curse the whole video. Jesus, let me get right. Go ahead, smash the like button and make sure you hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and join the gang for sure. Cause we do be in here every day. We be in here lit. We be in here tea. We be in here getting money. I need to start a Discord, Jai. That's what I need to do. Go ahead and say Q, stop being lazy. Start this Discord. I'm gonna do it for y'all. I got y'all. Don't talk about me for eating glizzy too. I'm hungry.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. In this video, we're gonna be
firearms have now gang
projects.
This morning, nearly 24 members and associates of the Heath Street gang were arrested, and several other individuals who are in state and federal custody have now been charged in federal court with new offenses. Over 60 firearms were seized in the course of this investigation. The defendants charged in the racketeering conspiracy have been alleged to have been involved in 3 separate murders and multiple shootings.
Nigga, I'll burn you, nigga. I'll burn you, nigga. He's sweet. He's sweet. He's sweet.
They carried high-powered weapons. They made gang signs and mocked gang rivals. These defendants also produced music videos to allegedly promote themselves and denigrate rival gangs.
Op 1, Scars got stood over and got scorched. Op 2, Dre got blown out of his forces.
In some videos they bragged, as the documents allege, about murders the gang had committed. One line from a rap video allegedly talked about victims of the gang violence. And it says, and I quote, "I can say the names, but I might make the feds come for us."
I can say that.
Well, guess what? The feds came for y'all.
Name, but I might make the feds come for us. Hold on, wait, somebody pick J Money's cousin up.
Well, the feds have come for you.
With RICO indictments becoming the biggest threat to hip-hop, the feds have targeted and taken down one of Boston's rising rappers with alleged ties to one of Boston's oldest and deadliest gangs. February 14th, 2024, the feds announced 41 members of the Heath Street gang were charged with a list of offenses stemming from a 2-year investigation into one of Boston's most notorious projects. Located in Jamaica Plain, the Bromley Heath housing projects were born out of the Great Depression and started accepting tenants in 1941 following World War II. A 4-bedroom unit with utilities included went for just $18 at the time, which equals out to just under
let me get in there.
$400 in today's currency. The majority of families were poor, as many servicemen were now returning from the war, reuniting with their young families. At the same time, many black Americans fled poverty and discrimination in the South, migrating north for a better life. It wasn't until the mid-50s when black families started moving into the unwelcoming white projects, and as the years went on, the white population within Heath Street rapidly declined. During the 60s and 70s, Cubans, Puerto Ricans, and other Latin immigrants would make Boston their home, while the white population dropped by over 200,000 people. White families were now
They said, "Oh no, we gotta get up out of here."
fleeing the inner city in what was known as white flight. Racism and forced integration were believed by many to be the cause, while some white families claimed to be fleeing rising crime while seeking peace in the suburbs. Either way, what was left was the diverse but territorial 1980s. While gangs like the Crips and Bloods fought through Los Angeles and the Latin Kings battled the Gangster Disciples in Chicago, Boston would form.
Hey, y'all see how they was just arresting people right there? Them dudes that they probably arrested probably still in jail to this day. That's what I'm saying. You gotta pay for that crime. It's dumb to go ahead and get in that street, cause hey, you gonna be in there till another 20 years. That's what I'm saying. 20 years. Hey, there's probably people that's in the 80s that probably just got out, had 30, 40 years. I'm telling you, it can happen to you, bro. You're not invincible.
Its own gang culture in the 80s, based off the streets, hoods, and projects within the city. By the 90s, Boston's murder rate was at its highest, and while many things changed over the next 30 years, the gangs remained the same.
This gang phenomenon's just been in Boston these last 5 years. Instead of Bloods and Crips like in LA, the kids here go for pro sports teams. The Raiders, the Blackhawks, the Trailblazers. The Trailblazers' turf is Orchard Park.
Like my man LMLJ say, straight out of Boston, Buffalo P. There's only one way, and that's to come out strong, nice and long like the boat clown. Rolling through Dudley, making a pissed off blazer town.
The Heath Street projects, more commonly known as Heat Street, would take on the Miami Heat as a representation of the projects. Less than 5 minutes away in the rival Mission Hill projects, they'd rep the university.
That's crazy. They got their own. Hey, that's low key a little hard. I ain't gonna figure. I don't promote no gang violence or nothing, but I ain't gonna figure. Sports teams at y'all hoods, that's low key kinda hard. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that is low key kinda hard. I'm not gonna lie. If you had an all Miami feel, oh, he from Heath, he from the you know what I'm saying, he from the Heat, you know what I'm saying? Or if they had the Michigan, that's low key a little hard. I ain't gonna lie. I don't promote the gang violence. Nothing they doing is hard, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Of Michigan with the M for mission. See, Boston never became influenced by a bandana. In the Bean, every hood took on a sports team, so wearing the wrong shit could potentially get you shot. With the rise of drill, Boston would receive a spotlight after coverage from one of YouTube's greatest, Trap Geek. In just under 13 minutes, many across the country would be exposed for the first time to the streets of Boston and the murders behind the lyrics of one of Boston's rising rap groups, HSM, or Headshot Mafia. The rap group...
The thing about it is, New York is close to Boston, and I know them up north states, they more like the UK. Like, they do not play that guns. You get caught with a little pistol, you doing 10. And there don't even gotta be no switch on it. You get caught with a switch, you doing life. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's levels to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really levels to it. Like, here, like in St. Louis, we Midwest, open carry. Like, you know what I'm saying? We get open carry state. We, you know what I'm saying? You can have any gun probably legally at the age of 18. Like, you know what I'm saying? But up there, they don't play that shit. They don't. So to have an ARP like that, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, like, y'all really gotta be dangerous because y'all really don't care for it. You know what I'm saying?
NOB, an acronym for Norton, Olney, and Barry. 3 streets in the infamous neighborhood of Dorchester. 31 members would be indicted, and HSM's biggest...
Look, that's what I'm saying. Them, like, how many guns is that? 10 guns? You'll recover 40 or 50 guns in a house in St. Louis, like, for real. Like, them is light. In St. Louis, it's open carry, so it's 3 to 4 guns a person. It was probably 25 people, 30 people got caught with all them guns. But in St. Louis, you catch 30 people with guns, it's gonna be, they got 3-4 guns per person. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gonna get 60 straps. You know what I'm saying?
Biggest rappers, G Fredo and 7981 Cal, are currently serving time in federal prison.
Permanently.
But this was only one group in one neighborhood of the city. Less than 15 minutes away in Jamaica Plain, another young rapper was making noise in the booth and in the streets. Back in the Heat Street projects, Jizzel was becoming the new face of Boston drill. His music was giving the energy the city wanted, but his lyrics were catching the attention of law enforcement. Jizzel would speak on his upbringing on the BNF podcast.
Why does it seem like always New York dudes, they be putting it in the air? Well, I guess it's everywhere. I ain't gonna say too much. It's everywhere. Everybody be putting it in their raps, but gang, hey, if y'all rapping about that, stop getting indicted, bro. Y'all getting indicted off the lyrics. I say y'all ain't gotta say too much. You know what I'm saying? Do what dirt do.
As he described getting arrested at only 15 years old for 3 attempted murders.
Bro, I've been going to jail since 12 since DYS, bro. I ain't never cried, bro. I charge it to the game, bro. You feel me? If I did something wrong, I fucked it up, bro. You feel me?
You never had a nigga put you in jail before? A nigga tell on you?
I was 15. I got booked for attempted murder, 3 counts attempted murder. I came home when I was 18.
Following his incarceration would come the death of Jizzel's father. On September 29th, 2017, Maurice Lyons had just left work and was going to get food. He'd only made it a few steps when he was gunned down by the intersection of Washington and Park Street in Dorchester. It was just before 8 p.m. on a Friday night, and as the ambulance rushed him through the city, he'd be pronounced dead at Boston Medical Center.
How did your father pass, if you don't
Got
mind me?
shot, got killed.
He got killed. Okay.
So they locked me up just because my father died 3 days after. For me, so I had to go to funeral and shot.
What was the charge? They can't lock you up just for locking you up.
DYS could pull you in. They pull you in. Revocation, you feel me, for safety.
All right,
They put me in for safety, you feel me? That's what they did, pull me in for safety. So when my father died, the next day they threw a warrant out on me. You feel me? And they came and got me 2 days later for safety.
So you couldn't attend the funeral?
So I attended the funeral from DYS brought me in shackles and cuffs. So before everybody got there, I was the first one there. See my pops in shackles and cuffs for 15 minutes, and went right back to the unit.
That's different.
Damn, New York police different. So just because his pops got killed, they had booked him. What? That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy right there.
Father, who went by the name Morty 6, was also a rapper and from another notorious area known as H Block. Located in the Roxbury neighborhood, H Block is named after the multiple streets that surround Humboldt Ave, where damn near every street starts with an H. H Block is also one of the main rivals of the Heath Street projects, but it wouldn't affect the father-son relationship between Morty and Jizzel, aside from Jizzel's Opps being present at the funeral. Why Jizzel would openly diss H Block?
HBK and all that?
No. Stop on the red. Fuck it. We don't give a fuck. We going through H Block, you guys, and we fucking hate them bitch ass niggas. Them niggas is hoes. Y'all think I'm lying. Niggas is fucking bitch, nigga. We got fucking H Block. And I'm respectfully HBK. I'm respectfully HBK. You a bitch, nigga. I'm respectfully HBK. Nigga, I'll burn you, nigga. Fuck. You a bitch, nigga.
And even then, Jizzel's biggest threat didn't come from dissing Opps. It's when he mentioned the feds. A federal indictment would reveal multiple Heath Street members, with why Jizzel's name at the top of the list, as they were now accused of being leaders, members, and associates of an organization that committed murder, robberies, fraud, trafficking, and racketeering. Why Jizzel would face drug conspiracy violations from fentanyl and marijuana, along with possessing a firearm in furtherance of a drug trafficking crime. In multiple arrests, law enforcement were able to recover drugs, guns, and ammo off Jizzel, including a 9mm Beretta and a 9mm P80, more commonly known as a ghost gun, which all will be forfeited to the feds. Back in February of 2021, it was 6 a.m. as Boston SWAT executed a search warrant on a triple-decker in Dorchester. According to probation, this was Jizzel's listed residence while on pretrial release for his state case. Before entering the home, officers witnessed a male come to the window with an object in hand. When an officer flashed a light at the window, the male backed away and out of view. Entering the home, officers found Jizzel along with 3 females, one of which he was in a relationship with. Within the room, they saw Jizzel in the window. They recovered a loaded 9mm Beretta under the couch. Within his bedroom, they'd find 19 blue pills marked M on one side and 30 on the other, along with plastic baggies containing an off-white substance. The pills tested positively for fentanyl. Arrested by Boston police and eventually released, investigators would find that only months later Jizzel was posting pills to social media on multiple occasions, showing he was distributing fentanyl over an extended period of time. On October 28, 2021, Massachusetts state troopers were conducting surveillance on Jizzel in Somerville, a city just outside of Boston. They had an arrest warrant and at 7:05 p.m. observed their target with another male as they walked towards a black Jeep registered to an associate of the Heath Street gang. Now driving the vehicle, they'd make an abrupt U-turn before parking in a bike lane when state troopers activated their lights. A search of the Jeep would recover a 9mm P80 along with 117 designer bags of marijuana and over $7,000. These 2 arrests would be enough for the feds to tie Y Jizzel into the Heath Street RICO. Now while Heath Street has warred with H Block for 40 plus years, Heath Street is said to have a major division within its own hood. Trotty, as in Trotty Y Jizzel, would be the rap group with members like Trotty Moolah, Trotty J, etc. These were the younger guys in the projects, while the older members strictly claimed Heat. It's been said tempers flared between the generations for a while, and the same can be said for many of the hoods in Boston. But for Heat, a division was born in 2020. Officers responded at 950 Parker Street around 6:50 p.m., finding a man suffering from gunshots. 45-year-old Augusta Carter was transported to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead. Just 2 days later, Mass State Police arrested 26-year-old Umari Buffett on a murder warrant. It's alleged that Gus was standing with a group of people in the project courtyard when Umari walked up, firing multiple times before standing over Gus's body and firing into him 2 more times. Umari would be identified by surveillance cameras as well as witness interviews. And Umari, who is more commonly known by his nickname U-Haul, will be later mentioned in a song by Trotty Moolah titled Free U-Haul. Luckily for Heath Street, no murders or shootings were actually included in the indictment, but that doesn't mean this case will be sweet. 25-year-old Jizzel faces up to a life sentence just for possession of a firearm in furtherance of a drug trafficking crime, and he still has 3 charges on top of that. A plea deal can be expected soon, as with all Fed cases, and the fact that trial would end with a life sentence if things go all the way wrong. Looking into Jizzel's criminal history, he'd been caught with 3 different guns in the past. So a prison sentence will more than likely land Jizzel at a medium security prison, if not a United States penitentiary, which are the deadliest in the federal prison system. With Heath Street taking a major loss, the city of Boston is still waiting for a rapper to break through into the industry and put the city on the map. The question is, will they last long enough to rise, or will the feds take them down? Now, as we've seen with every rapper that gets hit with a Fed case,
them niggas is basically done. They're done. They're done. Sad to say, but they are done. Man, that's crazy, bro. Y'all gotta move. Y'all gotta move smart. Move right or lose your life. Hey, really, like, move right or lose your life, bro. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Either move right or you lose your life, bro. And losing your freedom is like losing your life, bro. Because after you lose your freedom, what else is there, gangster? It ain't nothing after that. Except for God. So, hey, like I tell all my young ones, man, be smart, move smart. And don't get wrapped up in all of this stuff that you're not really ready for, man. But if y'all like that Real Deal video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for post notifications so you know when I drop another Real Deal video. And I'm going to catch y'all next Real Deal video. Real Deal gang. Stay out the streets.